Welcome to another ABS online video. Let's go and find out what we're going to learn today. Hello everyone, week 22 so soon, and it's a big one. Do you remember our other review weeks? They are very busy. What do we look at? Well, I think we're going to see a big word because we look at everything. Everything. Well, I don't think that's really possible. We can't look at every single word, but a review really helps us remember how much we have done. But of course, you have to choose the best answer for you today. Hello, how are you? I am fine. I am good. Here's the one for me. I am great. And one more. I am wonderful. Which one are you going to choose today? Now, take a big, deep breath. We have looked at two big things. The environment, that's really big. I don't think we can get any bigger. Maybe we'll look at the space. That would be very big. But the environment is big enough for us. What was the other thing? Transport. Many different types of transport. So lots of environment and lots of transport. Let's look at some words first. They're always a good place to start. These are parts of the mountain. What do you remember? The top is called the peak. The peak of the mountain. The low part between two mountains is a valley. I think that one's easy to remember because it makes a V shape. Valley. They're usually quite beautiful. Usually they have a river at the bottom because all the water runs down the mountains. What about water? We looked very carefully at water. The long, thin thing is a river. The side of the river is called a river bank. The riverbank is very important. If the water goes above the riverbank, we have a flood, and that's not good. Also, we have to be careful around the riverbank. It can be very slippery. What about transport? Some words for transport. What do you remember? We looked at transport on the road, on the sea, and in the air. That's a bus. That's road transport. A ship, transport on the sea. And a plane, transport in the air. We looked at many more, didn't we? Some were unusual. Maybe transport we don't see very often. Tuk-tuk. We see lots of tuk-tuks, don't we? But if we go to different places in the world, we will not see the tuk-tuk. So it is an unusual type of transport. Hovercraft. That's a great way to travel around. And hot air balloon. That's the one that would scare me the most. What was our first question? How far away? We used two different things to answer that question. Things that we use every day. We used meters and kilometers. Let's ask the question. How far away is the waterfall? That's quite a long way, isn't it? The nearest waterfall is 15 kilometers away. So we've used an important word there, haven't we? Nearest. Maybe there are many, many waterfalls near you, but which one is the nearest? How far away is the tree? Well, that's going to be not far. There we are. The nearest tree is 20 meters away. So we're very close to a tree, but quite far away from a waterfall. Then we looked at how the river was made. It was a very long sequence. We used words to get the order right. We can use the word order, or we can use the word sequence. First, the rain falls from the sky and lands on the mountain. So there's the first word to help us get things in the right order. And we got all the way to the end. Finally, the river gets to an estuary just before it goes into the sea. So there we have our last word, finally. But we did use many words to get things in the right order. Shall we look at them? First, secondly, after that, then, next, eventually, finally. There are some really good and useful words there. We can use them in many different situations to get things in the right order. Oh, we looked at beautiful environments. I really like environments. What's that one? Aha. Okay. The cold one was tundra. The grassy one was grassland. The one with the tiger and the monkey is the rainforest. And the last one's very easy. That's the ocean. We asked what could be found there. Different environments have different plants and different animals. Where can the bladderwrack be found? What a great name. Do you remember? That's a plant. There it is. Where can we find it? The ocean. We find the bladderwrack in the ocean. Where can the bison be found? Okay. Do you remember this big animal? Where is it found? On the grassland. The bison can be found on the grassland. That's because he likes eating grass. And the best place to find grass is the grassland. Where can the reindeer be found? The reindeer likes it cold, so that must be tundra. We can find the reindeer on the tundra. Now transport. Let's look at transport again. Very important, isn't it? We asked how often we used it. We can't count the number of times we use a car. That would be very difficult. Probably a very big number. We used often, sometimes, rarely, and never. So we're not counting the number. We're just using one of these words to give us an idea. So let's ask the question. How often do you use a car? Well, I think that's a lot, isn't it? Oh yes, often. I often use a car. Many, many times. Often. What about a ferry? How often do you use a ferry? A ferry is a boat that takes us to one place. Oh, now we've got one thumb, that means a little bit, and the word is rarely. I rarely use a ferry. Just a little bit, but not many times. Rarely. Now, guessing. You should never be afraid to guess. Sometimes you could give a silly guess when the number or the answer is just too much. That's not a good guess. But we made some really good guesses. How many people does the hot air balloon carry? Well, I'm not really sure, so I can't give you the right answer, but I can make a guess. The hot air balloon can carry 5 people. Do we know that's the right answer? We don't know, but 5 is a good guess. We wouldn't say 100, would we? No, that's not a good guess, but 5 is. We should never be afraid to guess. Shall we guess again? How many people does the bus carry? Well, let's think. We know that it's more than 5, but again, it's not 100, is it? So what would a good guess be? The bus can carry 45 people. That's a good guess. How fast does the bike go? Oh, now we're going to have to guess again. The bike is quite slow. We have to guess. The bike can travel 10 kilometres in 1 hour. 10 kilometres per hour. What that means is, if we start and we keep going for 1 hour, we will be 10 kilometres away. 10 kilometres per hour. Now that we know how fast the bike can go, what about guessing the others? How fast does the plane go? Wow, that's very fast. A plane is really fast. The plane can travel 600 kilometres in 1 hour. That will take us a long way away from home. 600 kilometres per hour. That's not the exact answer, but it's nearly right. It's a good guess. Wow, did we really do all of that? Yes, we did. We did more. We did lots more. But a review just gives us a good idea of all the different things we looked at. I didn't remember it all. That is why a review is so great. How much could you remember? Could you really remember how fast the plane went? I didn't, but I did enjoy guessing. There is still more to do. More? Well, I guess there's always more. Yep, but not this week. We've done enough in our review. Let's have a rest. That's good. Take your shoes off, sit down and rest. There is something new next time. We've looked at transport. We've looked at the environment. What's next? It's going to be good. So, come back and we'll see you soon. Let's go and say hi and bye to our final 2 friends. They always like to say, "Thank you. See you next time. Bye." Thank you for watching our video today. Please don't forget, subscribe, and that will help us to make lots more videos for you. Thank you. Bye.